because I have discovered for myself that I am, is I guess in psychology they call it an empath, right? And an empath is a person that can feel the emotions and feelings and hurts of other people. Okay, so this year, from the from the people that were killed in the fires in Philadelphia and in New York City to recent suicides, I have found myself this year, since the beginning of the year, once again having to go back to counseling and to therapy for this heightened amount of depression and anxiety that I felt just watching people die and people hurt and people commit suicide and people leave church, people not go to church, people questioning their faith, people questioning God. And I just want you guys to know that for somebody who has done gospel music and has been a Christian since he was 15, I just need for you to know that I get it. I get how despairing life can be for a lot of people right now, how hurt a lot of people, and how people can be mad at God, can be pissed off at faith, can be tapped out of church, tapped out of believing because you are at a point now that everything that you've believed, you've questioned, you've doubted. And as I just celebrated a birthday last week, and thank y'all who celebrated and showed love. And my birthday is the same day that Kobe Bryant and many of the other beautiful souls were lost, including his daughter. And every time I have a birthday, I am reminded of that tragedy, and it depresses me. I didn't know the brother, but to have somebody that iconic and that impactful on not only sports but just culture lose his life on my birthday. And I was in Los Angeles 2 years ago for the Grammys, the day we all got the news on our way to the Staples Center that Kobe and those many other beautiful souls lost their lives. If it happened on my birthday, I can be honest and tell you that I feel a guilt every time I tell people it's my birthday. Because this whole thing about finding out that I'm an empath, right? Even the loss of Miss King's son. I had a chance to work with Miss King's former husband. He worked at Interscope, and we worked on the God's Property label together. And I remember his son being around Six Flags and Magic Mountain when he was a little kid. I was in my 20s, and his father and I worked on the God's Property album together. And to hear of that tragedy, to hear of the tragedy of the sister who Sunday lost her life, I just need for you to know something. And I wanted to say this, and I hope that I say this to everybody. And it's no offense to Christianity, it's no offense to people that put all their faith in the Lord like I do. I need for you to know this. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be able to recite scriptures off the top of your head and be quick to lift your hands. It's okay. Many prophets, from Habakkuk to Job, were angry at God. They cursed God. They were upset at God. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay for you to share your deepest wounds and hurts with someone. Like me, I wanted to tell you that even as an African American, and I come from a community of very prideful people, and to talk about mental illness has always been connected to shame. I need for you to know, go to therapy, talk to someone. If some of you even need to go to step further, and I know that for some of the Black community it may be taboo, if medicine is necessary, whatever's necessary, I need for you to know that for you to walk in anguish and despair by yourself is not okay. It's not okay. You can go to the altar and you can shout and you can run all you want to. But when you get up and you still feel that cloud that is constantly around you, faith without works is dead. Go get the help. It does not cancel out your Christianity. I need for you to know that. I'm begging you. I am pleading with you. Like the beginning of this year, I had to go back and get some help because I found myself every morning, every evening struggling with anxiety, struggling with depression, and very grateful to have life, but couldn't get through that cloud. And I had to go talk to someone. I've been going to therapy since I was 18. Many of you know the trauma I had of being adopted. I was adopted, was abandoned, that had its own trauma. Even the lady that adopted me early in my teenage years, she didn't want to be my mother anymore. Beautiful soul, but she started the rejection. And then I had the trauma of also just being in church. There's a trauma at times, and we don't want to talk about it, but there's a trauma that can come with religion. There's a trauma if you're not in the right church, if you're not in the right healthy communities, and condemnation and guilt is always people's way. But think about it. For a lot of us, we came to Christianity, a lot of people in my generation, it was come to Jesus so you won't go to hell. It's a horrible way to start a relationship. It's a horrible way to start a love relationship with someone, right? Come to God out of fear. So your whole faith narrative is you're afraid God gonna get you. That's traumatic, especially for somebody like me who already dealt with abandonment and fear of rejection and fear of being loved, and I've dealt with that my entire life. So I've been out of therapy, and I thank God that I had a pastor, I had a mentor in my early teenage years that recommended therapy to me, and I've been going in and out of therapy almost all of my life, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm not ashamed to tell you guys, I am an African-American male Christian that goes to therapy. Please, it's okay to not be okay. And I also want to say something, and I'm not going to first, man, thank y'all for all of y'all that have shown up. I want to say one more thing. And I got to keep it a grip with y'all. One more. Y'all know me and Tammy. Y'all see me post pictures with me and Tammy. Y'all know I love Tammy. I know Tammy loves me. And if you follow me, you know we celebrated 26 years just 2 weeks ago. I need for you to know this. Do not be fooled by filters. Say it again. Do not be fooled by filters. Everything on Instagram and social media is a filter. It's the filter to make you look pretty, to make you look good, to make everything look perfect. There is no perfect relationship. There's no perfect relationship. Me and my wife got into one of the biggest arguments that we have gotten into in years just back in December. And it was a hard one. And I don't know about you, if you've ever been in an argument with somebody you love and you can't figure out how it started, you can't figure out how to get out because you hurting, she hurting, and no matter what you say, it don't make it no better. And it's like, and we just got stuck. We got stuck. And I grabbed a bag and I said, you know what? I'm going to leave out before I say something that I don't need to say. And I grabbed the bag and I spent the night, and I came back the next morning. And it was still rough, and it got rough. And I thank God for Christian friends. I thank God for godly friends. We went over to a couple's house, and I was like, yo, man, y'all need to talk to us because we can't get out of this block. Thank God for Corey. Thank God for Sarah Miller. And we went over to their crib. And I'm telling y'all this, man, because so many people are walking away. Listen, man. Marriage is not supposed to be happy, comfortable fairy tale like the rom-com movie. That ain't gonna be it all the time. And me and wife have been rocking for 26 years, and it ain't no perfect marriage. It ain't no perfect marriage. Stop looking at people's relationships on social media and stop romanticizing these unrealistic relationships that you don't know the depths of what they go through. I'm telling you, me and my girl have mountains. But by the grace of God, we climb them. I didn't have a daddy teach me. I didn't have a mama to show me love. And we all know a mama is a boy's first love. And a boy is mama's last love. I'm telling you all this, man, because so many people are walking away before they get to the good part of life. I'm begging you, man. I know what mental illness is. I've dealt with it for years in my family. I know what mental illness is. I know the shame that for African Americans we hide in. I know the distrust that we have with the health community. I know that we have so many issues that we bring to the table. I know the trauma of being a black man in America. I understand all of that. I'm telling you, there's so many things that are at your disposal now to get you help. Man, it's okay to not be okay. I just wanted to start the year keeping it a buck with y'all. Y'all don't have to live a masquerade, don't have to live fake. Don't live fake. Every day by grace. I'm walking every day by grace. I'm getting the help I need. I'm talking. I'm having the relationship. I'm spending time with the Lord. I'm going to listen, man, get outside, get you some sun. There's medicine in sun. There's medicine and some sunshine. Turn the doggone phone off. Just sit by the park, sit by the lake, do whatever you need to do. Get with your loved one. I mean, get with your wife. Get up under the covers, play the fart game. You know what I'm saying? Hold the covers down and bam, and kill her. And then she give you back, bam, and y'all be, oh, girl, you so great. Oh, girl, you stink. Oh, girl, you mess. And man, listen, smile and let go of everyone and everything that continues to reject your help. Jesus died on the cross so you don't have to. Man, I want y'all to have a great new year. Stay healthy. And it's okay to not be okay.
Peace. We love you, Kirk Franklin. Yo, y'all heard that from our boy Kirk Franklin. Oh my god. Like the whole time just listening to this, I had like been reminiscing those days when he was like active in the church, like singing, shouting, and had his choir backup singer. It was crazy. Yo, this guy's a legend. Just 2 years of this man's life made him a legend. You know what he done? Like he brought church into the 2000 era on a new level. Made it so rejoiceful and so fun. Like we here in Jamaica, our church never needed like a Kirk Franklin because we have been having so many entertaining pastors. Like Jamaica, trust me, we've been having like the most entertaining pastor. Like if you check with the Africans pastor who raised who raised the dead guy out of the coffin. Like we have these type of pastors from back in the days. Like they're crazy and they'll go like wild to get, they'll heal people like Benny Hill and deceive you and make it fun. And trust me, if you like when I was a boy growing up and seeing a lot of these pastors here in Jamaica, I was amazed because at the time, me being a youngster, I was like, how can someone be sick and dying of sickness and there's this pastor and there's that pastor? Why don't they go to them? That's how I used to think. Because I used to thought that all these pastors actually really heal people of all their illnesses and whatever, depending on who the pastor was and if he was really chosen by God to, be gifted like Jesus to heal and for all these things. But what Kirk Franklin did, man, on a worldwide scale, he brought the new um entertaining church and the fun vibes of the church to a whole new level worldwide, you know? and letting people see. He was one who opened people eyes to the black church. A lot of those people who never knew, even a lot of black folks who never attend church, didn't know what was going on in church. You know, like this man opened their eyes and say, "Look, church is fun. Get your ass in here and come celebrate. It's a party over here." Well, in the party, are you ready for this? Well, Green Franklin, ready for this? DJ party, you ready for this? Boom, bang, bang. Meet me at the party. You can bring a shorty. Rolling in the arty. Party's going all night long. Meet me at the party. You can bring a shorty. We be rolling in the Audi. Party's going all night long. Me in the drop top, those in the bands, in the drop top. Yo, his vibes at the church was like that, bro. It was like hectic. It was fun, but he was mostly like R&B. That what I just gave you was like sort of a R&B dancehall, you know. But he was mostly R&B rap type of church vibes. It was nice. And back in the early 2000, rap was the thing, man, with Eminem, Ludacris, you name it. All these great rappers in the late 90s coming into the 2000 were really popping, you know, Trick Daddy and so many artists. So many. It's crazy. So we got to shout out to Kirk Franklin. And y'all see the pain that he just shared. Like you could see the pain that this man came and frustrated about. Like he he's more like feeling so sad for the people who believe that what they're seeing on social media is like it and like lit, but they don't know what, you know. So his pain wasn't from what he was experiencing, although he showed us what the stress and the mental difficulty have been experiencing and the therapy have been receiving and how good it has helped him, and now he is advising us to do the same, you know. So he's just like really serious about getting his point across to the us as the massive, you know. And we should take his advice very seriously and follow up and on all that he have said. Okay, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share to the live catcher, and subscribe to InstaSpy. Go over to my channel InstaSpy and go over to my artist page, my artist channel Congo B, CONGO space BEE. Check out my music.